ground fault occurs when current flows through an unintended path, such as through a damaged wire or appliance. This can cause the GFI to trip as a safety measure to prevent electrical shock. Incorrect wiring of the GFI, such as reverse polarity or improper load connections, can cause it to trip. If too many devices are connected to the GFI circuit, it can overload and trip. Moisture or water intrusion into the GFI can cause it to trip as a precaution to prevent electrical accidents. A faulty GFI can trip even if there is no actual electrical fault. The GFI tripping may have caused brief electrical interruptions which could have affected the garage door opener's operation. The storm may have caused some wiring connections to become loose, affecting power flow to the opener. The opener's electronic control board may have been momentarily affected by the power outage caused by the tripping GFI. Firstly, check for any damaged wires or appliances on the circuit connected to the GFI. Secondly, verify that the GFI is wired correctly with proper polarity and load connections. Thirdly, reduce the load on the GFI circuit by removing some devices. Fourthly, check for moisture or water intrusion around the GFI. Fifthly, replace the GFI with a new one to rule out a defective unit. Check for loose wiring connections at the opener's power source and motor. Reset the opener's power by unplugging and plugging it back in. If possible, access the opener's control board and inspect it for any loose connections or burnt components. If the above steps don't resolve the issue, consult a qualified electrician or garage door technician. A ground fault interrupter, or GFI, is a safety device designed to protect people from electrical shock. It works by monitoring the current flowing in a circuit. If it detects that some of the current is leaking to ground, which could happen if someone touches a live wire, it quickly shuts off the power. The GFI is very sensitive and can trip even with a small amount of current leakage. Several factors can cause the GFI to trip, and it's important to understand these to troubleshoot the problem effectively. Firstly, a ground fault is the most common reason for a GFI to trip. This occurs when current takes an unintended path to ground, perhaps through a damaged appliance, wet wiring, or faulty insulation. Secondly, incorrect wiring is another frequent cause. This can include reverse line and load wires, improper neutral connections, or other wiring errors. Thirdly, an overloaded circuit, where too many devices are drawing power, can also trip a GFI. The GFI is designed to protect against overloads, as well as ground faults. Fourthly, moisture or water getting into the outlet box or connected devices can create a path for current to leak to ground, causing a trip. Fifthly, a defective GFI can be overly sensitive or malfunction internally, tripping even when no actual fault exists. Let's delve into each of these potential issues in more detail and explore steps to diagnose and resolve them. Ground faults often occur when appliances or tools have damaged cords or internal wiring. The damaged insulation can allow current to leak to ground, especially if the device comes into contact with a grounded surface or a person. To check for ground faults, unplug all devices connected to the circuit protected by the GFI. Then reset the GFI. Plug in each device one by one and see if the GFI trips. If it does, the last device you plugged in is likely the source of the ground fault. Incorrect wiring is a common issue, especially after electrical work has been done. Reverse line and load wires can cause the GFI to malfunction. The line wires bring power to the GFI, while the load wires carry power to the rest of the circuit. If these are reversed, the GFI won't function properly and may trip. Improper neutral connections, such as a shared neutral with another circuit, can also cause problems. It's important to ensure that the neutral wire for the GFI circuit is properly connected to the neutral bus bar in the electrical panel. An overloaded circuit occurs when the total current draw of all devices connected to the circuit exceeds the circuit's capacity. GFI are typically installed on 15 amp or 20 amp circuits. If you have too many lights, appliances, or tools running on the same circuit, it can overload the GFI and cause it to trip. To prevent overloads, reduce the number of devices connected to the circuit, or move some devices to a different circuit. Moisture or water intrusion can create a path for current to leak to ground, causing the GFI to trip. This is especially common in bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor locations where GFI are required. Check for any signs of moisture or water around the outlet box, the GFI itself, or any connected devices. If you find moisture, try the area thoroughly and try resetting the GFI. A defective GFI can be overly sensitive or malfunction internally, tripping even when no actual fault exists. To rule out a defective GFI, replace it with a new one. If the new GFI also trips, then the problem is likely elsewhere in the circuit. Now, let's consider troubleshooting steps for the garage door opener. Electrical interference from the GFI tripping can sometimes affect the operation of nearby devices, including garage door openers. The sudden interruption of power can cause the opener's electronic control board to malfunction or lose its settings. Loose connections in the wiring to the opener can also cause problems. The vibrations from the opener's operation, or the storm, can loosen connections over time. This can lead to intermittent power loss or other malfunctions. The opener's electronic control board may also be affected by power surges or voltage fluctuations, especially if the GFI tripping caused a sudden power outage. Firstly, check for loose wiring connections at the opener's power source and motor. Make sure all connections are tight and secure. Secondly, reset the opener's power by unplugging it and plugging it back in. This can sometimes reset the control board and resolve minor issues. Thirdly, if possible, access the opener's control board and inspect it for any loose connections or burnt components. If you find any damage, the control board may need to be replaced. If the above steps don't resolve the issue, it's best to consult a qualified electrician or garage door technician. They have the expertise and tools to diagnose and repair more complex electrical problems. When working with electricity, it's important to take safety precautions. Always turn off the power to the circuit before working on any electrical components. Use insulated tools and wear appropriate safety gear, such as gloves and eye protection. If you're not comfortable working with electricity, it's always best to call a qualified electrician. Now let's discuss some specific troubleshooting techniques for GFI outlets. Firstly, identify the circuit. Determine which breaker in your electrical panel controls the GFI outlet. Turn off the breaker before proceeding with any work. Secondly, inspect the wiring. Carefully examine the wiring connected to the GFI outlet for any signs of damage, such as frayed insulation, loose connections, or corrosion. Tighten any loose connections and replace any damaged wiring. Thirdly, test the GFI outlet. Use the GFI tester to verify that the outlet is functioning properly. Plug the tester into the outlet and press the test button. The GFI outlet should trip, cutting off power to the tester. If the outlet doesn't trip, it may be defective and need to be replaced. Fourthly, check for moisture. Look for any signs of moisture or water around the outlet box or the GFI outlet itself. Dry the area thoroughly before restoring power. Fifthly, reduce the load. If the GFI outlet is tripping frequently, try reducing the number of devices connected to the circuit. Overloading the circuit can cause the GFI outlet to trip. Sixthly, replace the GFI outlet. If you've tried all of the above steps and the GFI outlet is still tripping, it may be defective and need to be replaced. Purchase a new GFI outlet from a reputable supplier and follow the manufacturer's instructions for installation. Next, let's talk about understanding the electrical panel. The electrical panel is the heart of your home's electrical system. It distributes power from the utility company to the various circuits in your home. The panel contains a series of breakers which are designed to protect the circuits from overloads and short circuits. Each breaker is labeled with its amperage rating, which indicates the amount of current that the circuit can safely handle. When a circuit is overloaded, the breaker trips, cutting off power to the circuit. It's important to understand how your electrical panel works and how to identify the correct breaker for each circuit. This will help you troubleshoot electrical problems more effectively. Now let's consider some advanced troubleshooting techniques. Firstly, use a multimeter. A multimeter is a versatile tool that can be used to measure voltage, current, and resistance. It can be helpful for diagnosing electrical problems, such as ground faults and short circuits. Secondly, perform a ground fault test. A ground fault test can help you identify the source of a ground fault. This test involves using a multimeter to measure the resistance between the circuit's hot wire and ground wire. If the resistance is low, it indicates a ground fault. Thirdly, check for neutral ground faults. A neutral ground fault occurs when the neutral wire is inadvertently connected to the ground wire. This can cause a variety of electrical problems, including tripping GFI. Fourthly, trace the wiring. If you are unable to identify the source of an electrical problem, you may need to trace the wiring to identify any damaged or misconnected wires. This can be a time-consuming process, but it's often necessary to resolve complex electrical issues. When working with electricity, it's always important to prioritize safety. Always turn off the power to the circuit before working on any electrical components. Use insulated tools and wear appropriate safety gear. If you're not comfortable working with electricity, it's always best to call a qualified electrician. GFI are vital safety devices, and understanding their operation and troubleshooting common issues is essential for maintaining a safe electrical system. Remember the key causes of tripping and proceed systematically through the diagnostic steps. If you encounter persistent problems or feel unsure, professional assistance is always the safest option. The ground fault interrupter, or GFI, is a fast-acting circuit breaker designed to shut off electric power in the event of a ground fault within as little as 1/40 of a second. It works by comparing the amount of current going to and returning from equipment along the circuit conductors. When there is a difference of more than 5 milliamps, the GFI interrupts the power. It is designed to protect people from electrical shock hazards. GFI are commonly used in areas where electrical outlets may come into contact with water, such as bathrooms, kitchens, garages, and outdoor areas. Ground faults can occur when electricity flows through an unintended path, such as through a person's body. This can happen if someone touches a live wire or a faulty appliance. GFI are designed to detect ground faults and quickly shut off the power to prevent electrical shock. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, requires GFI in certain locations to protect people from electrical shock hazards. GFI are required in bathrooms, kitchens, garages, outdoor areas, and other locations where electrical outlets may come into contact with water. It's important to install GFI in these locations to ensure the safety of your home and family. There are two main types of GFI: receptacle GFI and circuit breaker GFI. Receptacle GFI are installed in place of standard electrical outlets. Circuit breaker GFI are installed in the electrical panel. Both types of GFI provide the same level of protection against electrical shock. When a GFI trips, it's important to identify the cause of the trip before resetting the GFI. Common causes of GFI trips include ground faults, overloads, and short circuits. A ground fault occurs when electricity flows through an unintended path. This can happen if someone touches a live wire or a faulty appliance. An overload occurs when too many devices are plugged into a circuit at the same time. This can cause the GFI to trip. A short circuit occurs when there is a direct connection between two wires. This can cause the GFI to trip. To troubleshoot a tripping GFI, start by unplugging all devices from the circuit. Then reset the GFI. If the GFI trips again, there may be ground fault, overload, or short circuit in the circuit. If you're unable to identify the cause of the GFI trip, it's best to call a qualified electrician. An electrician can help you troubleshoot the problem and repair any faulty wiring or appliances. GFI are an important safety device that can protect you from electrical shock hazards. By understanding how GFI work and how to troubleshoot common problems, you can ensure the safety of your home and family.